there, this is Evgenia, and on this channel we talk about human brain. And today we're covering a very important subject matter. It's how modern science see the cognition. How modern science is actually nowadays talk about cognitive abilities of the human brain. What does it mean, how it changes with age, how it actually can influence it. I would like to start with the article published in Nature. And this articles, the idea of psychology and psychopathology we discussed. The interesting fact is we all understand, and the science has actually always perceived that psychology, psychopathology plays the major role in the way how human understands things, how our cognition works. Okay, but according to the latest research, that's not true. So what we know is the major role in the way we function. Cognition doesn't play the major role, let's put it this way. The major role, they differentiated, the state is a time and space, meaning the biochemistry of the brain in a particular second, and the way how your body physically perceived and understands the clues around in a particular time and space plays the major role. Actually, the brain health plays the major role in the way we cognitively perceive and communicate. Latest scientific research shows that neuroplasticity, as you know, neuroplasticity is very popular subject matter, and it tells us that human brain is capable of changing and capable of to the adoption, meaning that, for example, some certain diseases related to brain disease related to aging, for example, dementia, can be avoided by a specific changes in the life style. The truth is, it can be true theoretically only on 40%. And the major role actually play individual differences, brain development, and genetics. Okay, so neuroplasticity is actually overestimated, and of course we can try, but unfortunately, theoretically, only 40%, it's actually possible. So what play the major role? It turned out that brain development is actually happen in the first 6 months of your life. Okay, so if something, for example, if mother was taking pain reliefs or some other medications and some significant changes been made during the brain development, that will differentiate the way how you will age, how you will, what kind of diseases you will have. So brain development in the first 6 months of a human existence is the most important thing that actually influence the way we age, the way how we change our cognition, the way how we basically experience and communicate things. Another very interesting term I discovered. It's actually brain reserve. What is it? It turned out that people, educated people, have different cortex. The cortex of educated people is actually different from the cortex of people who has, a little bit with low education. It's a very interesting fact. So, people who have higher education, they have a brain reserve. What does it mean? They have a lower chance to develop dementia or any other mental or brain health related diseases. It's very interesting. Also, the idea of brain age. It turned out that despite of the popularity of the subject, despite of the multiple programs and devices developed to measure brain age, bottom line is there is no correlation. So brain age doesn't provide good answers on how you will be age, how your chances to develop brain health related issues. And the most important is, of course, genetics. Genetics play a major role, and actually genetical tests is actually the most important thing that can actually predict the development of the Alzheimer's, Parkinson, other brain health related issues. I believe that's very fascinating to know. Also, we have to mention those 12 factors that actually, theoretically, on 40% can actually improve your chances to not develop your brain health or mental health diseases. And those 12 factors are very simple. It's basically avoiding smoking, a healthy diet, sleep, treating depression, basically diabetes, the absence of education, and social interaction, the social isolation. And here, I would like to mention another research that's been done on social interaction. And I think it's very fascinating. And according to the latest research, latest scientific research, the social interaction, actually visual. So our brain perceive, for the most part, social interactions visually. So the way how we catch visually clues plays the major role in the way how we communicate in our social skills. And I think that's something we have to remember about. And lastly, the latest, most popular subject matter in psychology and neuroscience is actually our internal language and how we actually articulate our goals. Can you believe it or not? But the way we articulate internally, how we establish our goals, plays a major role in the way how we actually accomplish them, in the way how our brain perceives them, and how our brain works with that. I believe that's fascinating. So every time you're thinking to do something, to accomplish something, always remember that the way you stated your goal will actually influence the way your brain will perceive, the way your brain will work. So I highly encourage you. Do not be hard on yourself and others. I usually never ask such a thing, but I really would appreciate if you would follow and would like the video, because that's really helpful. I believe that the things we do is actually very valuable. It can be really helpful for many. The knowledge is actually a king. So the understanding of the human brain is very important in our human society development. And I hope you understand it. And I hope you are aligned with this idea and you're supporting it. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.